going on, everybody? Welcome back to JellyGoonTv. Welcome back to all my beautiful viewers and subscribers. Of course, welcome back to the gorgeous JellyGoon squad. Today we have another video, but before we get to that, I want to say please do check the social medias down below. Go over to Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everything like that, and support me, man, please. Anyway, guys and girls, we have a very special video today. Today we're going to see how it is to live in the Siberia as a farmer. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to see what is going on. It's basically homesteading and farm life in cold Siberia. The story of Justus Walker. So Justus Walker is going to pull us through how it is to live in Siberia as a farmer, how to get the land, how to get the cattle, how to get everything, how to get food, how to survive, and it's going to be amazing, man. I really always wonder how to survive in Siberia because Siberia is so freaking cold. You won't believe it, man. It's unbelievable. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. This is 24 minutes. Let's see how he lives. Let's see what he does. And let's basically check out Siberia. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's go. All right. Okay, so we got this guy right here.
The destiny of Russia as a people, as a nation, has become the agricultural breadbasket of the world.
Really?
Like our destiny is to feed the world.
Nice. That sounds like a good idea. How much do Russia export? I really want to know, man. Please comment down below.
In the 90s, 1994, right as the Soviet Union fell apart, they were missionaries, and so I kind of grew up in Russia.
Really?
I moved over here, I was 11.
Is he from America?
Spent my teenage years, sort of formative years, growing up in a little village up north in Russia. I was 18 in 2000. I told my
Really?
I was going to can my plans to go to university. I was going to head back to Russia. So that's how I ended up back in Russia in the early 2000s. And for 4 years, I lived in the city of Krasnoyarsk. Worked with orphans, did some
Wow, amazing.
And in 2004, the Lord led me up north to help pastor a little church. And then I've been working in rural village ministry and living in the villages and the rural areas ever since then.
Amazing, man.
In a nutshell, missionary kid to missionary to now Russian farmer person. That's
Nice.
kind of the route. When I decided
That's amazing, man. You don't hear that a lot.
You know, I'm going to build the best potential career that I could have. I'm going to make the most amount of money that I could make. Like, of course, if you're going to do that, stay in the States, right? It was a definite call. Like, I really felt that God spoke to me and said, come back to Russia. You'll be more useful for the kingdom of God there.
Oh, okay. So let's just get it right in. This guy's from America, moved with America from his parents, with his parents or something like that. I didn't really quite get it. So he's from America because he really got that accent that is American, really American. And I think he came from there. Justus Walker, that's Justus Walker. That's very not Russian, I guess. I don't know, guys and girls, but this is kind of crazy that he moved to Russia in the 2000s and came back to Russia because I think he grew up there, but now he came back after the fall of the Soviet Union and he basically got his own farm. He trying to work in a city and, you know, trying to be orphaned or something like that and help other kids and all that stuff. And he just got into farming. That is really amazing, man. So Russia is gonna feed the world, I guess. Let's go. Let's see how this goes out. I'm really curious about this guy. Because you don't hear that a lot about foreigners coming to Russia and move there.
I repaired computers. I tried, importing iPhones at some point and selling those in the city. I did all kinds of different things to try to support myself. In 2009, I was like, you know what? I've been trying all these things, but I'm living in a village. Like, everyone around here does subsistence farming. Maybe I should just, try farming. And so then 2009, I tried. We started our first little cow farm. We bought 3 cows and grew that to about 10 head of milk cows. Then we later on started a little goat farm.
Nice.
With about 8 goats, and then grew that to about 20 goats. And just learned the ropes for about 6 years. Learned how to farm and became successful at it.
Nice.
And I started having some really serious issues with asthma about 2011, 2011. Every fall I was in the hospital. I had pneumonia 6 times.
Whoa.
And then asthma attacks that were almost fatal a couple of times, literally just barely saved me. 2016, went on a big giant road trip and looked at land all over the place and breathed. And we found that the Altai region just had beautiful air and you could actually breathe, and it was great. There was land for sale, just beautiful, amazing place, all the kind of things that you never possibly dream of. The air was good, there was no asthma, villages around, all those things that we were looking for.
That is amazing, my brother.
2016, that's
amazing.
We bought this land and started building the farm here, the new farm.
That is crazy. Wow. Amazing, man. That must be a dream come true for him, what he wants, right? That is just really amazing, man. So I actually want to know one thing: is the lands, can you own them as a foreigner in Russia? I really want to know. Comment down below, can you own lands in Russia as a foreigner? I really want to know because I'm thinking about buying something in Russia. No, I'm kidding, man. But yeah, it could be nice to do though. Russia has a beautiful place, man. But I really want to know, can you do that when you are a foreigner? Or do you have to have nationality in Russia or something like that? I really wanted to know, man. So please comment down below what you think about that. I think this guy is really amazing, man. He just set out to get his dream, and he saw that he didn't get well where he was. So he was like, I can't breathe here, man. I'm getting sick. I'm getting ammonia, getting all these stupid things. So now I need to get my own little place. So that's really amazing that he did that, man. Really, it's amazing. Let's go. Really beautiful.
So our land here, just to give an idea of what we're looking at here, from the corner there to the far corner is 3.5 kilometers. It's like, I don't know, 2 miles.
Wow.
And that is our little land. It's 100 hectares, 240 acres.
Wow. That is really nice, bro. I like that. I like that a lot, man. That's amazing, bro.
Main thing is we do goats. We have 62 milking goats and 100 sheep. And this is our barn. I always try to do some sort of experiments, trying to make things work out differently or better. So we try to do this with an underground barn. So this is an earth shelter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a bunker.
Wow.
Bunker barn. The main idea was to get the cost down. Yeah. So to bring the cost down significantly, and also to make sure that it stayed warm through the winter. Not so much for the animals, they can handle, like, even if it gets a little bit below freezing, that's not but to have automated watering, so you didn't have to do the watering by hand.
Nice. Wow. Like this guy's really thinking, man.
Experimental underground bunker barn. But we built it like, kind of the idea is that try to do as much as we can automated, so you can drive through. As you can see, you can come in these gates and drive out all the way through. We can either drive our horses through or a tractor through to do feeding, to clean out the animals. On the right side here, we've got a big long stall for goats. We've got 62 milking goats right now. On the left side, we've got a big long stall for sheep. We have 100 sheep right now that we're running here. Soon, here in the spring, we'll start milking again. It takes us about 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. Me and the girls, we do all the milking ourselves. So I'm like the head milk guy, and then my girls help me.
That's amazing, man.
In the far corner.
What am I doing there? Why am I there? I can't remember that.
Right here we've got our grain bunkers. There's a secondary grain bunker outside.
This guy is really amazing, man. He built a freaking bunker where the animals can be, man. Imagine doing that. Imagine having so much fantasy that you can actually build a bunker for your goddamn animals and everything that you do. That is just genius, man. I like this guy already. He's really thinking good ahead. I really do enjoy that a lot. It's not simple. It's not as big as he could do, but he just like, nah, I just, I want to settle for something. I want to do what I set out to do. This is my life. This is my plan. I really do enjoy that, man. That's amazing. I love it when people, they love to their full potential of what they love to do, like when they follow their dreams and stuff. I really do enjoy that, man. But wow, I'm thinking about buying land in Russia 100%. Let's go. It must be cheap, isn't it? I don't know. Comment down below if it is. I really want to know, man. Not to start a farm or anything. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're very popular online. What do you think is the source of your popularity?
2014, there were the sanctions from the West, then there was the counter-sanctions from Russia, the agricultural import-export sanctions. Russia, Channel 1 picked it up. And they came up 45 minutes. They were trying to get me to say something positive about the sanctions. Because it was like, don't you think the sanctions are the greatest thing since sliced bread for Russian farmers? And I was like, no. Don't you think it's going to really help the Russian economy? No. Don't you think it's just like this long interview. And finally at the very end, I just was like, well, I guess there is one positive thing. I told this little anecdote of, like, before when we go down to the city and try to sell our mozzarella, people would say, why should we buy your mozzarella from up north when we can buy Italian mozzarella? And I was like, well, try it. It's really good, like, at least give it a try. It's a little bit cheaper, and, give it a try. Oh, we won't even give it a try. We can buy Italian mozzarella. But now, of course, where is your Italian mozzarella?
Exactly.
And I made this big laugh. And that little tiny piece of that interview got taken out of context, like stuck into a video. That little piece went viral online. I went out to hay. A week later, I come back from the hay fields, and it's like everything is just overflowing. Inboxes overflowing. SMSs it just went viral, just went wild. Interviews galore, and I was just like, what? So then I was like, did another video, again, went up against that same fence, did a second video follow-up explaining how I'm really not for the sanctions. Like, that was taken out of context. And so then that went viral, kind of in the liberal side of things. You kind of had the pro regime.
Exactly.
My video I was like, oh look, he's for, like, this is a good thing, right? And then you had sort of the more liberal sort of, no, actually he's against. It was this funny double whammy, left, right. And so then that kind of just launched my
nice,
online,
man.
I guess.
So he went viral. That's awesome.
Blog since then. That's kind of the long and short of it.
That's amazing, man. It's not good with the sanctions against Russia, man, but it's some weird way on trying to get them down their knees. I don't know what it is, man. Just leave Russia be.
Now we're on the other side of the barn, and we're kind of looking at what I call the tea house. And one of the things that was a big surprise for us when we moved to the Altai region was all of the natural occurring herbs and different kinds of grass that you can use for medicinal purposes.
Amazing.
My wife started really studying that, and we, just a few years ago, built the tea house as a special dryer, and we make all kinds of herbs. And that turned out to be the least amount of investment on the entire farm and the most profitable thing that we've ever done. If I would have known when we moved out here, I would have never bought the goats. Like, I just put up a bunch of tea houses. And we put
awesome.
up, a lot of tea every year now, and this
Amazing.
next year is going to be a huge year for us. But like last year, we sold out our entire year's supply of tea in like 2
What?
weeks.
That's
Like,
amazing,
it was
man.
Insane.
That is
I've
beautiful.
got about a quarter acre of garden right there, and that feeds the 4 families that live here on the farm.
Wow.
That's my family, my wife, and my 3 kids.
Yeah.
And there's 3 other families. Each of those families, the heads of the household, work. They're employed here.
Yeah.
And then their wife and children.
Wow, so that's crazy. So you
So-
actually take on the wife and kids of your workmen.
Well, yeah,
that's actually really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That's
we
true.
provide housing, so
Yeah.
like they can live here on the farm, and we also provide a what I call in Russian like a basket of food. Like, so every week
Yeah.
they get a certain amount of honey, a certain amount of all the different staples that you need. So the salary isn't great, like it's not like a big salary, but all your expenses are covered. So
that's
everything
nice,
that you
man.
just put into the bank.
That's really respecting your employees. That's what I really like about these bosses that do these things when you employ people in the countryside, or you trying to, people they really using their time and they really doing their thing and trying to just, you gotta treat them right for the things that they are willing to do for you. So this guy's not paying them as much, but he's doing everything for them, providing, shelter with their families and, everything like that. And I think it's a very beautiful thing to be a good boss, that you take care of your employees no matter what, because they're gonna, in order for you to be the boss and your company to strive, your workers need to strive too. Your workers need to have the motivation to be happy, to be motivated to do their job and everything like that. And when they have their family near, they are very motivated. So I really do enjoy that a lot. This guy seems like a really awesome dude, awesome farm and everything like that. Really do enjoy it, man. Good video. Let's go. Oh, cat. Oh, dog. So these are small tractors, man. Wow, there's a lot of kids.
You have given a lot of interviews, met a lot of people, these TV stations. What kind of questions do they ask you?
Yeah, first question is like, what did you forget in Russia, right? Connected with the idea of, we live in such an awful country. Everywhere is better than here. And the reality is that Russia probably hasn't lived up to its full potential in the last 20, 30 years. I mean, things could have been done better to develop the country better and more rapidly, economically, and so forth. But it's not a bad place to live. My first thing that I try to impress on Russians who ask that question is look around. Man. Like, you live in this amazing giant country.
Exactly.
That, is just a miracle that it exists at all.
Yeah, true.
With the amount of lack of population that Russia has, and always historically has had a small population, surrounded on all sides by well, not on all sides, but at least on the southern border by the, the billions of Asia. That shouldn't be there. It's the existence of Russia as a nation is something on the level of a miracle. It shouldn't be, and yet it is. So like that, first of all, is a huge miracle. Second thing is like, look at the world. Like one of the main things that we're heading towards and seem to have been heading for the last 50, 60 years. Like the 1960s Green Revolution kind of postponed the inevitable tragedy of a food crisis. Russia's got the largest amount of, as the Russians say, black dirt that's unused in the moment, uncultivated black dirt in the world. We've got the largest amount of fresh water supply.
Let me just, that's exactly what he'd say. Russia really needs to understand what do they have under their feet. They have a lot of beautiful materials. They have a lot of beautiful nature and everything like that. And I think they need to worship that as much as they can. And of course, profit their beautiful country, Russia. But I'm just saying they really need to be happy with the things that they have because they're not supposed to live there. Like nature is there and it's going to destroy everything. But Russian people are very strong people who just live in that thing and their country and really loves it as much. But they have a lot of things, man. They are world leaders in diamonds, probably water, everything like that. It's just crazy what Russia really has, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. I love Russia, man. But this guy's very accurate. So yeah, let's go.
We've got actually pretty decent conditions for agriculture. Like the Russian fate, our destiny is to feed the world. Like, let's stand up and fulfill that destiny. Like
stand up and do something, right? Yeah.
I bought this 100 hectares 4 years ago for 1.4 million rubles, right?
That's
so
nice.
What? 14,000 rubles a hectare. That's $200 for 2.4 acres. That's less than $100 an acre, right? I can make that back on hay.
What?
Like, just using the grass.
It doesn't even cost more?
Grass, not even cultivated grass.
What the F?
Just mow that and you can pay that back in 3 years. And people are like, oh, land is so expensive. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm trying to buy as much land as I possibly can. Anything that comes up around, we're trying to buy it. 50 years down the road, 40 years down the road, 30 years down the road. How much is this land going to cost? Look at the price of agricultural land in Eastern Europe. That's how much it's going to cost. We're talking about $4,000, $5,000 an acre. That's what it's going to cost. So
true fact.
Buy land, invest in land, and that's what I tell all the Russians.
That is true. It's good because gonna get overpopulated and people gonna build more. So it's gonna make you money and then.
Land in 2016, October 16th, 2016. And when we first moved into this area, this field was just a field, like just hay field, nothing here, no power, no water, nothing. And we unpacked these yurts, set up 3 yurts, set up a generator, dug that toilet, put it in, and that was that. So this is where we started with this homestead. My family, there was 5 of us, so me and my wife and my 3 kids, we lived in that yurt for 2 years as we built everything else around us. And then from here, we built the banya, which is the Russian bathhouse. It's like an absolute necessity on every farm. Yeah. And then we built everything else, the barn, everything else out from there.
Wow, this guy really did a lot, man. Wow, he built it up from the bottom. Amazing. I enjoy that, man. I love that. That's a success story that you could take with you if you ever think about doing a dream. So that was the video right there. I'm sorry it cuts in the end, but my camera effed up and I'm so sorry about that. But we're gonna stop it right there. We're not gonna react anymore. I just really do like the way that he does it, and he has ambition for everything that he does. He built it from the ground up, and he really, thrived to do that dream. And I just want to say, subscribers in JellyGoon Squad, if you really thrive for something, just do it. Like, put your work into it and put your thoughts into it, put your brain into it, and just do it. Don't be scared of anything, because when you're scared, you hold yourself back. And there's many people who died in this world but holding themselves back because they're scared of jumping out through what they're trying to do. So please do follow your dreams. It's not really that hard. I remember first time I was gonna make YouTube, I didn't think like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and talk to nobody, but now I got 15,000 and 7 million views. Like, it's just freaking amazing that people, they actually give a F about something that you don't think they're gonna give a F about. And now I have the most beautiful family on YouTube, and I enjoy it so much. So please do strive for, like this guy said, strive for whatever you want to do, and just do it, because it's stupid not to do it. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, guys and girls, hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button down below. Also, please do subscribe, hit the notification button if you really want to support this video. Please do subscribe in order to, get us to 20,000 subscribers. That would be massively appreciated. Really want to get to there. It could be awesome if the channel could get there. Trying to get 100,000, but it's a long way. But yeah, anyway, guys and girls, also please to comment down below what you think about this. How expensive is it in Russia? Do you think it's very expensive to start a business? Do you think you could do it with a business in Russia? Do you think it's better? Do you think people, they buy more? What is the accuracy of that and everything like that? And do you have a dream that you can't follow? Please comment down below. I would love to know. Or do you have a dream that you really want to do? Do you want to go to another country to start a business? Please let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, my gorgeous Jelly Goon Squad, I love you so much, and the positivity is with you, of course. Mwah. See you into the next one. Peace.